Welcome, my dearest students. Today we are going to discuss the poem Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. Make sure you watch this video until the end because we are also going to discuss the literary devices that are used in the poem, and also we are going to discuss the themes. So, when we take a glance of this poem, first we come to know that the poet has used A B type of rhyming scheme. So, if you see here, crow, snow, me, tree, heart, part, mood, rude. So, that kind of A B type of rhyming scheme is used. Okay, and now when we look at the literary devices, enjambment is used. So you might wonder what enjambment is. So if you notice at the end of the line, there are no punctuations used like comma or semicolon or full stop. It is only towards the end. So enjambment is usually used when the poet wants the readers to be easily carried from one line to the other smoothly without any interruption. So when we read the poem, the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow fell from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved my part of a day I had rued. So if you see, it is seamlessly flowing from one line to the other. And that is why the poet has used enjambment. So let's first read the first two lines and discuss that in detail. The way a crow shook down on me. So if you see here, another literary device is used, which is imagery. So imagery is giving vivid description so that you can imagine and use your senses. So when you see here, the crow is shaking down the dust of snow from the hemlock tree. So imagery is used here so that you can visually imagine and get vivid description. The dust of snow. So here if you see, another literary device is used, which is metaphor. Okay, so here snow is compared to dust. That is why metaphorically snow is called dust here. So the figure of speech is a metaphor. From a hemlock tree. So hemlock is a very poisonous tree which has poisonous white flowers in it. So the crow, the snow, and the hemlock tree, there is symbolism used here. They symbolize something. What does it symbolize? I'm going to discuss that in detail later. Has given my heart a change of mood. So another figure of speech here which is used is synecdoche. So synecdoche means it refers to only a particular part, but it means the entire self. Like here he said, when the crow came and shook down some snow from the hemlock tree and it fell on me, it has given a change of my heart. So here heart has changed, which not only means that his heart has changed, but his entire mood has changed. So it refers only to a particular part, but it means the whole self. And saved some part of a day I had rued. Okay, so rued means regretted or repented. So here the author says that he was having a bad day. He was regretting something or repenting something and he was sitting there. But when the crow came and shook down some snow and it fell on him, it had a change of heart in him. It changed his mood and saved his day from being wasted with repentance. If you see in the second line, there is another figure of speech called assonance. So what is assonance? Repetition of a particular vowel in the sentence. Like if you see Shook has o sound, down also has the o sound, and on also has the o sound, the o vowel. So repetition of a particular vowel in a single sentence is called assonance. There is another literary device called alliteration. So alliteration is either a consonant or a vowel which is repeated in the beginning of the sentence to make it rhyming. So hemlock tree has heart. So repetition of the H sound here. And here if you see saved, so, some. So here also in this line, alliteration is used. So first I wanted you to learn the literary devices, and now I'm going to discuss the poem in detail. So if you see here, I have written all the different literary devices that are used and the meanings of them. Like for example, imagery is used in the sentence. The way the crew shook down the dust of snow on me. So here we can imagine the situation. Enjambment. The poem is written without punctuations. Synecdoche shows only a specific part but refers to a whole. So he's saying it has given my heart a change of mood. His entire mood has changed. Assonance shook down on me. Like I said, the repetition of the O sound. Metaphor, the snowflakes is compared to dust. Alliteration, like hemlock has heart, saved some. So repetition of the same vowel or consonant sound. And symbolism is used in snow, crow, and hemlock tree. Now we're going to discuss that in detail. Okay. So if you know this bird crow, it is considered to be a crooked bird. Okay, it is not considered a positive bird like the dove. The crow is associated with mystery, negativity, and is always considered a sign of bad omen. Same is the hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree which has poisonous flowers in it. So this tree is associated with dark and dangerous side of nature. Now, if you know, there was this Greek philosopher called Socrates. I hope you have heard about this great philosopher. So Socrates was actually given a cup of hemlock tree juice when he was sentenced to death. So now you know how poisonous or what a bad association this hemlock tree has. So the poet has actually chosen an unconventional bird and an unconventional tree in the poem to show that negative aspects can bring a ray of hope and joy in life, because the crow that sat on the hemlock tree shook the snow and fell on him. So these two negative aspects have actually brought in a ray of hope and joy in his life, where he was just sitting and regretting about something, but it brought in a change of his mood. And the snow that fell on the poet, it signifies vitality, joy, pleasure, or energy. So that was brought to him, which changed his mood dramatically. So when we look at a poem first and read it, the theme of the poem doesn't become apparent. We actually don't know what this poet explains or what is the poet trying to tell us. So let's see a few points what exactly the poet wants to show us. The poem shows the powerful ability of nature to change one's mood and the healing power of nature. So here the poet wants to show that nature can be healing and it is extremely powerful in helping change one's mood. Nature can uplift someone's mood when they are feeling blue. Feeling blue means feeling sad. So nature has a power to uplift someone's mood when they are feeling sad. That is one of the themes what the poet wants to signify. The second is small things in nature that we think are very insignificant, that we believe does not have much power. can have a profound impact on us. Profound means deep impact on us. So the things that we actually think are very insignificant can have a deep impact on us. The third thing that the poem wants to show us is how simple and everyday events. Now, mundane means everyday, boring. So, how a simple, everyday, mundane event can actually significantly impact someone's mood. And the fourth one, our perception of negative aspects can change our mind and bring bliss and contentment in the life. Contentment means satisfaction. So here we consider the crow and the hemlock tree as something negative. It is inauspicious. But here, such things can also bring in something positive and bring bliss and satisfaction and help us uplift our mood. So here the poet wants to say that a day that he was just wasting away in regret or sorrow was transformed into a day where he would use it fruitfully for something positive. I hope you understood the poem in depth. And until I meet you with another video, take care of yourselves and study every day. God bless.